Hello everyone and welcome to Jacker Films. I'm your host Adrian Parker and today we'll be looking at Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah. Well, it's the first part in the two-part finale of Harry Potter, and yeah, I think it was really good. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, when you watch this movie, it just kind of it feels right. Like, it feels like this is obviously the logical way to end it. Like, Harry, Ron, Hermione off on a quest to go and find the Horcruxes to defeat, Voldemort. And yeah, I quite like it. And sure, it's a bit unfortunate that part 1, it's not really in Hogwarts, and you've been there at Hogwarts for like the past 6 movies, so it does kind of feel weird, and yeah, seeing that other places, other locations that is not Hogwarts, yeah, I gotta admit, it's a little weird, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, but at the same time though, it feels logical to go that route, because they can't stay in Hogwarts. They do need to find the Horcruxes to defeat him. So yeah, I wouldn't blame them. But it's the way to defeat Voldemort. So yeah, I wouldn't blame him. But again, I do believe that it's got some tense moments, some great visual effects with the the magic kind of thing. And, some fun moments that Harry Potter does do quite well at times. And, yeah, and it's definitely quite dark as well. And, yeah, I really like this movie. And, yeah, I believe it's a good first half of the finale. I know, it's a very quick thing, but there's not really much I could really say, because other than what I just said, it's just, all it is that them are not in Hogwarts and they're having to find the source of Voldemort's power, defeat it, and then voila, done. So, and yeah, and obviously it ends on a cliffhanger. I mean, it's not like a, oh my gosh, you can't end it there. I mean, it is still a cliffhanger. You're kind of like, ooh, man, what's going to happen next? Unless you've read the book, then you might be like, well, I know what happens, ish. But it's kind of like, okay, that is how it ended. Oh boy, things are going to get hectic in part 2. And yeah. Anyways, on to the spoilers now. Well, I do have to admit, Hermione, obliterating her mother and father's memories of her, that was a very big, powerful moment, and it's like, oh wow, damn, kind of thing. And also, I will never forgive the filmmakers for deleting that moment with Harry and Dudley kind of thing. It just felt like, even though he was a big bully to him, just their last moment together was just kind of nice. And yeah, I really wish they kept it. Even the one with Petunia kind of thing, I kind of feel like that they should have also kept. Because even though they were, like, absolutely cruel to them, it really would, I feel like just seeing that moment would just show them a whole different level. And yeah, I kind of wish we had more of that, but that's just me. Like, I gotta admit, after that opening sequence, just that piece of music, when the title pops up and then Snape going to Malfoy Manor, I don't know what it is, but it's so good. The moment with Professor Charity Burbage, the Muggle Studies teacher, like, that was like a, oh, damn kind of thing, and just, like, she's been tortured kind of thing, and, Snape, like, just had to witness, the person who, I guess, had a connection with. I don't remember too much of her in the books, but you know, this is the first time you met her in the movies, at least, and obviously the last. Even though you never met this woman at all throughout the entire films, like, you just felt the pure emotion in that scene, and just Snape's just like face kind of thing. Alan Rickman and Alan Rickman, just, you knew that deep down he didn't want her to die, kind of thing, and just, but he knew he had to keep the act together, kind of thing, and yeah, it was just, such a devastating moment. And then Nagini eating her off screen, like, that was like a damn kind of thing. I mean, seriously though, considering what the first movie was like to what it is now, it's kind of like, it almost feels like it's a whole different franchise, you know? And yeah, it's like, wow. I mean, Troll in the Dungeon to a Muggle teacher being brutally tortured and also eaten, both off screen, kind of thing, but still, like, wow. Man, Harry Potter. And yeah, that was a bit of a moment. But yeah, and like all the other moments, like, you know, later, yeah, the Seven Potters, that was a good sequence. And yeah, a bit fun with Fred and George. He's like, wow, we're identical. That was fun. But man, when Hedwig died, I was like, oh no. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Poor Hedwig. Anyways, also, just, I do like the wedding of Bill and Fleur. Like, that was a nice one. And obviously the warning comes along saying, you know, the Ministry of Magic is dead. They're coming. They're coming. Like, it was like, ooh, kind of thing, and everything, all attacks and everything like that. It's like, wah, kind of thing. And then obviously that's when, from this moment onwards, you know, Harry, Ron, and Hermione go off doing that quest. And you have different moments trying to infiltrate like places, to trying to get the hands of their of the Horcruxes, kind of thing. And yeah, when Ron gets hurt, so I was like, ew, that's not good, you know. And yeah, also just the Snatchers are definitely an interesting villain, I've got to admit. And also just the moment where Ron, obviously after being healed, kind of thing, and just was wearing the locket, kind of thing, because, you know, they needed trying to, you know, find a way to destroy it, kind of thing. And yeah, just the moment where he has a full-blown moment with Harry saying, oh, you don't know how it feels, your parents are dead, you have no family. And yeah, it was a bit of a what kind of moment. And yeah, I know it's a bit of a sad, like a shocking, sad moment, but I kind of love it. Yeah. Anyways, but you do have a nice moment a little later when Harry and Hermione do that dance. Like, I really like that. It was a really beautiful moment. It wasn't in the book, but it's one of those extra moments that the movie added that I quite liked. Obviously, Bill the Bagshot, when they visited her, Harry and Hermione, like, that was a very what moment kind of thing. When, like, before the turns into a snake, aka Nagini, like, that was like a what? That was such a good moment. And yeah, I really liked that, and I thought it was a great scene. And also when Ron comes back to save Harry from, like, drowning in that lake kind of thing, the frozen lake. When Harry was trying to get Godric Gryffindor's sword, and yeah, like, that was a good scene as well, which also leads to another good scene when Ron finally stands up and, you know, uses Godric Gryffindor's sword to destroy that locket. And it was a really good scene, although it was really weird seeing, like, you know, Voldemort kind of using the locket in a way to make it look like Harry and Hermione love each other and kissing and kind of being naked. It's weird, I've got to admit. it is extremely weird. But still, I can't help actually still absolutely just love the scene. Like, you know, just Ron, you know, like, you know, you could tell he was like really annoyed kind of thing, and then he finally steps up and like, and I was like, yeah, go Ron, you know, you don't listen to that weird naked version of your best friend and your future wife. But no, I really like that scene. It's a good scene. And you know, Ron comes back, you know, oh, hello, sorry, and then, you know, Hermione's just like, you complete ass Ron Weasley, you don't show up here for weeks and you say hey. Yeah, gotta love Hermione. But yeah, I like that scene too. And yeah, then obviously they go and later they find Xenophilius Lovegood, Luna's father, and they there they talk about the three brothers and the story of the Deathly Hallows. Like, I really love that animation style. I mean, this might be like one of those few movies I've ever really seen that kind of animation style. I mean, it's the only kind of movie I can think of with that style. But yeah, and it's one of those good moments that even though Hermione is saying the story, you know, in the background kind of thing, it's still such a good thing in script writing about, you know, show, don't tell kind of thing. I mean, yes, it's a bit of both, but just seeing the story unfold kind of thing, just the visual aspect, you know, it's really quite compelling kind of thing to see it and like that, and I really appreciate it, and yeah, good job. And obviously the ending is, you know, they talk Luna kind of thing, and Snatchers catch him and they take him to Malfoy Manor. You know, Hermione getting tortured kind of thing. Ron and Harry are in the jail cell with Ollivander who was kidnapped from the previous movie, and Luna is there, and Griphook is also there too. And yeah, like, it is still like a dark moment, Hermione getting tortured kind of thing. My only gripe about this scene is that they don't do the life debt. Like, they don't do the life debts. Like, they apparently... Look, I've only saw them on DVD kind of thing. But apparently, there was this big thing, you know, the life debt, you know, with Peter Pettigrew and Harry. You know, how is that gonna happen? Apparently they were talking about it, and it's kind of like a real shame that they didn't put it in. Apparently they said it because, I think they said something along the lines of that it was too dark or something like that for the movie. And I'm just thinking, there are ways you could have done it, you know? Yeah, you could see my interpretation of that scene, if you like, on my YouTube channel now. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's really annoying. I don't understand why they didn't do it, but they didn't, and so instead, when Dobby comes around, he just shoots his butt, and you're like, ah, and you're like, who gets his wand? It's like a joke. I mean, if this wasn't based on a book series, then it probably wouldn't have bothered me that much kind of thing. But I don't know, it's a shame, and it's unfortunate that they went the silly route, where rather than, you know, showing that, you know, Voldemort is a real son of a bitch. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just unfortunate. But that's just the way it is. And then, obviously, a bit of a confrontation at the end. Draco gets disarmed by Harry, so now Harry owns Draco's wand, that kind of thing, and by the end of it, Bellatrix throws a knife as Dobby, and you know, apparates everybody, and the knife gets him. Dobby dies. So annoying. Damn you, Bellatrix, kind of thing. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of the movie. But I know I've said it in the past 2 reviews, and honestly, I didn't think about it until now, but Helena Bonham Carter, man, she's amazing. Like, she's so good. Like, she's amazing as Bellatrix. Anyways, that's about it for part 1. But, yeah. The last scene is, Voldemort. Yeah, I'm about to give Dumbledore a kissy kiss. Just joking. I mean, even though it kind of looked a little bit like it. Anyways, gets the Elder Wands. Oh no! Voldemort's got the Elder Wands! What's gonna happen now? No!